California's 99-cent stores, they saying that it's being affected by a lot of the legislature and the little laws that's happening over there or whatever, so on and so forth. So this is the thing. I almost tried to avoid having this conversation because I've never really been in a 99-cent store. I've been in a dollar store. You know what I'm saying? Never been in a 99-cent store before. Been in Dollar General, Dollar Tree. Is a 99-cent store even in Michigan? Is that a thing? Is it okay to even have a 99-cent store with inflation going up the way that it's been going up? Anyways, and then Walmart is also continuing to remove kiosks in certain cities because they're saying that the theft rate is going up. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's talk about the 99 cents only stores closing all 371 locations, including 17 in the Valley.
The discount chain 99 cents only stores announced it is shutting down all of its locations, citing rising costs and theft. Employees and shoppers at a local location say that they are left in a tight spot. Fox 5's Mike Allen brings us the reaction.
Yeah, all 371 of the 99 cents only stores in California, Texas, Arizona, and here in Nevada are closed.
Oh, so they all pretty much on the West Coast and there's a couple down south. California, Texas, Nevada, and where else did he say? California, Texas, Nevada, and
one of the 99 cents only stores in California, Texas, Arizona, and here in Nevada.
Arizona. Okay, I got it.
Are closing down. And for employees and shoppers here at this location on Charleston and Maryland, that came as a big surprise.
I actually found out through email.
Tanika Rosario, who's been working at the 99 cent store on Maryland and Charleston for a year now, says she was taken aback by the sudden announcement that her location was closing.
It's hurtful because we're a family here.
Rosario thought it was only this location closing down and that she'd be able to keep her job at another location in the Valley. But the single mom soon learned that was not the case and was also disappointed to hear the lack of a package for laid-off employees.
We'll get some kind of stipend.
Nah, baby. You can go to the unemployment office, tell them that Anton from Anton Daniels sent you, and you will not be able to transfer to a new store. You can go and get a job at McDonald's. And they are paying $20 an hour until they replace you with kiosks, of course. But you can go and get a job at Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Domino's, all of those places, even though I think that the resumes in those places are piling up. That's what they telling me out here in these streets, man. But no, you don't get no severance package. You don't get none of that, baby. This is not corporate America. This is the 99 cent store, okay?
To hold us over until we can find something new?
Nope.
And then today we were told something different.
Yep. She calls the sudden announcement a slap in the face for not just her and her coworkers.
We have a great group here. We do. I can't, hands down, best people I've ever worked with.
But the shoppers she's befriended as well.
All our customers know us by face, by name, by everything.
By name,
Yeah, he's
people's right here. Hey, my baby.
Don't worry, honey. We got you.
Many of those shoppers,
they fit more than a niche, they fit a need for most of the public.
Sharing the same sentiments as Rosario.
I'm distraught.
A lot of people are going to be hurting. They're going to be upset.
The company has not provided a timeline for when these stores are going to close or how many employees nationwide are going to lose their jobs.
Have y'all noticed that there's been you don't see a lot of new places opening up? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see a lot of mom and pop spots. You don't see a lot of big box stores opening up locations. You don't see new grocery stores. You don't see new small businesses. You don't see any of that, right? I don't see a lot of it, and I travel everywhere. And I travel over and over to places, but as I travel to different places, what I start to see is it seems like places starting to close, but there's nothing to replace it. So now what happens? In a lot of places, you have developers that are buying up the land and then they raise it. And then if the environment is viable or they think that they can actually get something from it, then they build out a new place that basically allows for them to be able to make money off of housing and real estate. But I don't see places really replacing anything that they got going on anymore. Everything is closing. Is it different in Oklahoma City? Y'all got new Starbucks that's opening up in certain places? The economy is shrinking due to the depression being reframed as a recession. I only see places closing. I don't see any places that's really opening up, especially on a mass scale. I don't see any places really opening up anymore. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But on the flip side, Walmart is making some adjustments. So now y'all can go and get some new jobs at Walmart. Check out what they're doing because too many people are stealing. And so now y'all force them to take out the technology. And so it's a war.
Walmart at Steelyard Commons is removing its self-checkout kiosks. The retailer says that decision was made because of store shopping patterns and does not specify if it's related to crime. News 5's Bryn Caswell found out what customers think and if this is now becoming a trend.
Self-checkouts will no longer be available at Walmart in Steelyard Commons. Walmart spokesperson Charles Croson said starting Sunday, Walmart will begin removing all self-checkout lanes, shifting to all associate staff checkouts. This frightens shopper Leah Birchnell, who says she likes to get in and out of that Walmart as fast as possible.
I'll probably end up going to a different Walmart then because I don't like to have to wait down here, especially with all the crime that's been going down here. It's very scary. It really is.
In a statement, Croson said the change was driven by Walmart's commitment to improve the in-store experience, and the decision was made by customer and associate feedback, including research related to store shopping patterns and business needs within the market.
Long story short, thank you, Yakara. I appreciate you also. And thank you to everybody in the chat. Long story short, basically Walmart is removing all of the kiosks because I see it. Y'all a little bit delayed. Walmart is removing the kiosks because there's too many people stealing. Flat out. There's too many people stealing and running up the bag. I remember when I very first started seeing self-checkouts. Long time ago, right? And I walked by and I glanced over at a lady and I seen her screen and it looked like she was doing better than everybody else. I said, what? How's this happening? But I figured out her finesse. You know how I figured out her finesse? I figured out her finesse because she got tackled at the front door. I figured out her finesse because she got tackled at the front door. And so as I was watching them tackle her at the front door, it used to be different back in the day. You could tackle somebody and get away with it, not have no problems, not get arrested, not get sued. You used to be able to tackle somebody at the front door. And so when I talked to the loss prevention person, I was walking out being nosy. I said, man, what is going on over there? Said she was ringing everything up as bananas. That's a fact. This is a true story. I said, what? He said, yeah, man. He said she was ringing up everything as bananas. I said, say it ain't so. Is that why her bill was only $12 even though she got $200 worth of stuff inside of her stuff? I said, no, she ain't. No, she don't. Doop. Set it on there. Bananas. Y'all got to stop ringing stuff up as bananas. Listen, everything is not a banana. Cheapest thing you can find in the store. Boop. Bananas. Stop ringing stuff. That is the oldest finesse in the book. I learned that when I seen her get tackled at the front door. I said, y'all not about to be messing up my future by having me getting arrested by stealing bananas inside of the Walmart. No, you not. No, you not. I said, I'm about to be on the Millionaire Morning Show. I'm going to be a YouTube star. Woo! And what would that look like if y'all looked me up and said, how is he supposed to be a millionaire? They already be coming after you anyway, but then they look you up and they say, oh, no, Anton got arrested for retail theft for bananas at the Walmart. Not going to happen. Y'all got to think about y'all futures. Y'all genuinely got to think about y'all futures. Y'all so focused on your circumstance. Listen, if you poor now, hear me out. For everybody that's watching this and that's not a bag chaser, if you're not a part of the Patreon and you haven't been running it up and you didn't look at Stock Club and you didn't look at Interview Like a King, and you don't understand the mastermind sessions, and you didn't look at what I do from a real estate perspective, and you're not taking advice, and you didn't join the Discord, the link is in the Discord attached to any of the most recent videos inside of the Patreon in the description box. If you're not a bag chaser, link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. This is what I advise you to do. Okay? This is what I advise you to do. Don't steal from Walmart. Don't steal from Wally World. Don't steal from Target. Don't steal from Best Buy. Don't steal from nowhere. Okay? And this is why. You're poor now. I've been there. So it ain't like I'm better than you. I've been there. Don't act like, oh, Anton think he better than everybody else. Yeah, I made better decisions than some other people. But don't steal now. And this is why you don't want to steal. Because one day, whatever made you hungry in that time that you was feeling like stealing, it's going to come back to haunt you. Yeah. Because one day you're going to be a YouTube star. One day you're going to be a YouTube star. And somebody, it's going to be even better with AI technology. They're going to go back and be like, oh, so you got a record, huh? And they're going to pull up your record and it's going to say, what did he steal? Bananas? Bananas? You going to steal bananas, and then that's when you're going to lose your subscribers. Because they're going to say, oh, man, you ain't squeaky clean. You ain't squeaky clean. You was out here stealing bananas. You thought that you was going to hold us accountable, and then you was up here ringing stuff up every night. Oh, my God. No, don't do it. Who you are today is not who you're going to be tomorrow. Keep your hands in your pockets, and if you're feeling like getting that 5-finger discount, then stay home. Stay home. Don't steal. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Stay home. You're going to mortgage your future for a little bit of beef and rice. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Another shopper, Corey Sheneman, isn't confident removing self-checkout will improve his future experiences.
Last week we were standing in the doorway as some guy was getting tased for stealing a jacket and had his pockets fully loaded with everything he could grab.
See what I'm saying? Look, he just literally... God said, where 2 or 3 is gathered, there he is in the midst of me, in his name. God said, get a witness. God is trying to tell you something. This man just said, he said, man, listen. Yeah. That's a future YouTube star that just got tased at Wally World. He said, look, man, this guy stole a jacket and started stealing stuff in it, and he got tased at Wally World. Now he got a rap sheet. What you in for? Selling bananas inside of Walmart. Look, listen, you don't want to hear me? Listen, he warning you. I warned you, and then he warned you.
Last week we were standing in the doorway as some guy was getting tased for stealing a jacket and had his pockets fully loaded with everything he could grab. I was like, whoa.
Case Western University professor Michael Goldberg says many retail stores are suffering from shrinkage. It's a term used when a store has fewer items in stock than it's supposed to, whether items were stolen, damaged, or expired. The National Retail Association says shrinkage in 2022 represented $112 billion in losses. He thinks Walmart's self-checkout removal is an attempt to try and save money.
So some of the retailers, while they were originally enthusiastic about benefiting from the lower labor costs that would take place with not having to hire folks to check folks out, are now recalculating, sort of at that checkout line, that it makes sense to pay for that cashier to make sure that what is going in folks' grocery bags is things that they're paying for.
Some grocers are actually encouraging self-checkout. Meyer Fairfax Market here on 105th Street, that is actually the only way you can purchase your groceries. And some shoppers say they love it.
They guide you right to the registers, and somebody's always walking around to help you out, and it goes very smoothly.
Goldberg thinks self-checkout eliminations will be done on a store-by-store basis. It's still costly for stores to hire cashiers. As the Department of Labor found in 2019, there were 1.4 million people working as cashiers. That number is now down to 1.2 million.
So, the retailers are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Until you get control of crime, until you start solving for the root cause of why people is out here doing the stuff that they're doing, then you're going to have closures. You're going to have people getting arrested, getting records. They messing up their future. Some future employer, they're going to go to college and get their life together, and then a future employer going to pull up they rap sheet and say, so you was stealing bananas, huh? And then at the same time, retailers is also trying to solve for the issue when it comes to not having enough employees, which maybe they solving that with the migrant crisis. I don't know. But don't get caught stealing bananas. That's the whole point of this whole conversation. And don't go to jail because you are going to be a future YouTube star. See how that all tied in? See how we worked that together? That's that C student logic. Don't worry about it. We're going to get there.